Hello, everyone.
Hello!
I'm Rachel Cassandra with Kizomba Community, here to do an interview today with Monica. Yeah, we are at the 4th International San Francisco Got Kizomba Festival, and if we look tired, it's because we just danced like all night and then came for classes in the morning.
And if we don't look tired, it's because we have good concealer.
And possibly Asian blood. So we're gonna get some information. We're gonna get some information about Monica today, because you can tell she's very passionate about Kizomba. So Monica, first of all, where do you normally dance? Where do you live?
So I am from Houston, Texas, and so where I normally dance though is wherever I can dance.
Lovely.
Be it in
Yes.
Denny's, be it in my day job, wherever. If you have a floor, I will dance. But I am from Houston, Texas.
Fantastic. And when did you start dancing? What styles did you start with?
So I actually got started doing ballroom.
Okay.
And I was really interested in that, and then I started going out when I used to live in Los Angeles to the salsa scene there. Got hooked with that, and then it kind of snowballed. And when I moved to Houston, I got introduced to Kizomba, and it just kind of stuck. Well, actually, let me back up. It was a slow process that stuck, but I kept on going at it because I actually was one of the people where when you look at Kizomba, you're either going to say, oh, wow, this is an awesome dance that I want to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're going to be like, and more, turns, more. And so I was dancing it, but I didn't really get it.
Mm.
And so I actually went to Madrid for a festival.
Whoa.
And that's when I actually got it. It was pretty much there that I got Kizomba, and then it's basically been a passion from then on.
Awesome. And do you have like a lot of friends that are already in dancing, or was it an adjustment for your family and friends to see you suddenly dancing so much all the time?
I think they've always known that I've danced. Even if I didn't partner dance, I still danced.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that they thought that I would become this passionate about something.
Right.
And so even my parents, when they look at my YouTube videos, they're like, yes.
I would be proud if that was my kid. Like, whoa.
So it's cool, and it's really awesome to have their support.
Yeah.
Which is something that I'm really happy about, that my parents support me.
Wonderful. Okay.
Yep.
So you mentioned that in Madrid you finally got Kizomba. Now that you're a teacher, how do you explain what Kizomba is for people that are just encountering it for the first time?
I think the biggest thing that I tell people is you have to actually feel Kizomba. It's not something that you can actually see by sight. And so when I talk to people, I actually don't say, okay, this is what Kizomba is. It's a dance that originates from Angola, blah, blah, blah. No, I actually just say, come, give me a hug, and let me show you what it is. Because Kizomba, for a lot of people, you're not going to get it until you actually feel it. And the only way you're going to do it is to honestly dance with someone.
I can't really argue with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a feeling. Okay, and how else do you prepare for classes? I mean, you have regular lessons during the week. What's your process?
So Kizomba Harmony has regular classes during the week. On Wednesdays, we have 7 o'clock for an hour, a fundamentals class. 8 o'clock we do a beginners plus, and then 9 o'clock Semba. How I prepare really is, it is based on the students that are there, but there's also a syllabus. I think the biggest thing is in a fundamentals class, even before you like start preaching about these different types of music, this different type of like Kizomba style, can you please just walk on the music? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
walking.
just like walk and then just listen to music. And it's so hard for really passionate dancers, I think, to remember that you have to start from the basics and the ground up, even before you could say, okay, let's do a side basic. Let's just have you transfer your weight and walk. And if I can get that, and if I can get people comfortable with being in closed position, because that's another thing here in America. And then with the beginners, we basically work on, I kind of have 3 different things that I focus on: musicality, and then technique, and then just grooving. Just grooving and just getting it, because you're not going to be perfect the whole time.
Yeah.
But that's not why you came to class. You came to class to have fun, to try to learn something new. There's perfection and imperfection.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
I think that's kind of my philosophy on teaching.
Okay. And you've danced in a lot of places, and you have some other kinds of dance experience. How would you describe your style of Kizomba today?
I think this is a really wonderful question, because I'm just evolving as well. One of the big things that I'm taking on is leading. And so before I can get a style, I actually have to learn the technique. And it's really different to learn at these workshops and everything as a female, as a follow. You can really teach a guy from the female's perspective, but when you actually need to learn how to lead, it's not just the steps, it's about the mentality, it's about the flow, it's about just being a dude, like feeling like a dude, and we're females, like it just takes a little bit of time. And so I would actually say do a follow-up interview with me, because right now it's all about technique for me before I say, okay, I'm Monica, I have my own style, this is it.
All right, excellent. Next series, female leaders in the Kizomba scene. Yeah, I'm passionate about this as well. It's gonna happen. Okay. Great. And for you, what does it mean to be part of this dance community, this Kizomba community?
I think the biggest thing is about global friendship. Because if you think about Kizomba, if you actually go to a festival, you have a class that's taught in Portuguese, you have a class that's taught in French, English, Spanish, and people are from all over the world. And that's really the reason why I love it so much, because I was kind of a third culture kid. I grew up traveling and living in different countries, and so I missed that. I missed people around me speaking tons of different languages, but really understanding the same perspectives, and so that's why I got interested into Kizomba.
And of course, some of you watching this may not have the opportunity to be dancing Kizomba overseas, but fortunately, many of the organizers here in the United States are doing their best to bring over teachers from France and from Portugal and from really all over. And if you have the chance to go to a festival, take that flight to California or to New York or to Florida. There's lots of events coming up, and you can go to KizombaCommunity.com to find out more about what's happening close to you or in the month that you're going to have vacation, anything like that.
And I think it's so important to just support your local community, because we can fly to all these festivals and whatnot, but if you can't fill a dance floor in your home place, then there's a problem. And that's the only way that we're going to be growing in the United States, is really supporting the efforts of everyone that's on the ground.
So what are you doing actually to get more people involved in Kizomba in Houston?
So right now I have our dance team that is doing performances, because people actually need to see what Kizomba looks like.
Absolutely.
Also, I think it's really important to just support. I actually am very privileged to have a good group of people that started becoming passionate about Kizomba at the same time as me. And so we have DJs that are, coming out of Texas that are just phenomenal. We have other instructors. We have event promoters as well. And so all of us are, trying to collaborate to, bring the Kizomba scene up in Texas. And I think that's really important, is to support, because one person there's no way you can do it yourself.
Yeah, so having that cooperation and collaboration.
And then just bringing outside instruction, because, Kizomba for me, it's really new, and so you never want to teach above what you're comfortable doing. And so just bringing people that have really good perspective and whatnot to help you grow your own community as well is something good.
Fantastic. All right. Well,
Yep.
you can find out more about Monica and Kizomba Harmony and her classes both at kizombacommunity.com and on their Facebook page.
Or go to www.kizombaharmony.com.
Oh, there you go. That's even easier. So, perfect. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to check out kizombacommunity.com for more videos like this and information about events and classes all over the United States.
Bye. See you on the dance floor.